Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Me
it. I
too.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay, that is now. I don't know why this thing is not working, but we got it. Y'all understand? Priestess Auset Raamen.com, and I just posted it in the chat, so y'all know where to go.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about those your different divination
Okay.
tools and what's your go-to and why.
You know, it's kind of wild because my first divination tool that I started out was with runes. And runes, I loved runes. But then one day I was in a deep sleep and Oshun came in and she was like, "It's time for you to learn the Odus." And she pulled down a blackboard and she was showing me the different Odus. So then I went and I got some Corey shells. And it was like, yo, like a world just opened up to me, man. And I do the tarot. I have been doing tarot for probably about 30 years. And I do OB divination, I do bones, I do dice. But for some reason, with this new energy that just shifted this year, with this Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter alignment, it's like, okay, the shells. I find myself like, now the tarot, it's like, because I don't read the tarot how it's not about memorizing what the words are. It's what spirit comes in and gives for that person.
Yeah.
But I find at this time, it's like going more to my shells when I want to communicate with the ancestors. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but I'm sitting like right behind my ancestral altar. Can you see that?
Yeah, you gotta, yeah, the earth is magnificent. Shit.
Yeah, I can, like, yeah.
Yeah, you almost looking like Bobby over there.
Right. So, I'm sitting right behind them. And so one of the things is I do like a New Orleans voodoo tarot deck with them. And I like that because it's more in line with the Eshu, and the voodoo aspect. But right now it's like I got to go to my shells. My shells are my go-to when I want to communicate. Yeah, with them. Yeah, it's changed. It's a different shift. It's moved from the tarot to the shells. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, spirit communicates to you, the way you feel comfortable, and that's a beautiful thing. And I'll be interested to see the shells because wow, yeah, that's magic, and a lot of people do use different forms of divination than the tarot now because it's starting to become, you know, we want to really tap into that right brain and get our creative being going. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to always
Right.
use cards and stuff like that. And we can actually tap in with just, going outside and making it move, making something happen. You see what I'm saying? Feeling just like you said, the air outside, just being whatever your spirit is calling to you. You see what I'm saying? It's a feeling. It's not like the thinking thing is what's the problem, right? This thinking mind. But when we come into this feeling, that's when, everything can line up for an individual. And that's the power in that. That's
Yeah,
the
because
power
what
in
I
that.
was led to do was to take the older system
Mm-hmm.
from the Ifa Yoruba system and to um create like I think each divination tool is to create your own system. Whereas because I'm an astrology and a numerology buff, I incorporated that in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was told is to use the older system and make it more more relatable to us here in the diaspora. Not that it wasn't relatable, but some of the odus that you throw, like let me see, I just did an odu for somebody, and it was like the older system was like sacrifice a pigeon. Well, we here in the diaspora, I mean, I don't sacrifice animals,
Right.
you know, because I've never gotten that energy. As a goddess worshiper, the goddess views all life as sacred.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, the energy that we're moving towards, that ear type energy, this is where, this is all mental magic. This is the Kabbalion, you know, the principle of vibration, of rhythm, of cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it's that because there's 3 levels of magic. We got the ritualistic, your oils, your herbs, your potions, all of that, you know, and that blood sacrifice. And there was a time when that was needed. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit thrown at me for this. There was a time when, you know, that was needed, but there's so much blood that's been spilled on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to go back to living in balance and harmony with this planet, including the way how we treat the animals,
Mm-hmm.
the way how they're mass slaughtered. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's just so much pain behind that. And then we have ceremonial magic. Ceremonial, you throw on your robes, you're invoking your demons, your angels, your jinns. You know what I'm saying? You're invoking these higher entities, and you're just really, you know, doing ceremonial work.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the final, which is high magic. This is all the mind. That literally, when you tap into this fully and use more of this brain,
Mm-hmm.
we can literally shift the energy around us.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is where it's going to, and this is what they're trying desperately to stop. Because if you notice, the other day when some stuff happened, a bolt of lightning went at somewhere there in the White House and hit one of their monument and tore the flag in half. Well, everybody was tuned in on the same frequency, invoking Shango and Oya.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, this, and the age of Aquarius is the age of the collective. This is group. This is organization.
Mm-hmm.
This is tapping into that ear type frequency. This is what the Matrix was talking about when Neo was going backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Dodging them bullets. But before we get there,
Mm-hmm.
I often use like old school kung fu movies.
Okay.
You know, because there's a lot of messages in there about how you are to study and train. The occult is no different than any other realm. You have to study and train and practice, meditate, train, practice, meditate to become good at it.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
Yeah, because this is like, you know, you're born with all of this. Okay, yeah, you're born, and but what are you going to do with that? Now you got to get out. Those seeds are already planted. Now you got to grow those seeds. You got to nurture them. And sometimes weeds are going to come up. You got to pick out the weeds. You might have to repot, you know, in the soil. Is the soil even good? You know, that those seeds were planted in. It's a whole work you have to do on yourself, because everyone came here with their own magic. And when you have been able to tap into your magic and to grow your magic and to perfect your magic, now you're ready for the collective. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Perfect.
So you come in as, you know, you're ready. You don't come in on some vampiric stuff, because a lot of people, it's like they want to ride off your energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No. Or they want to use your energy. No, you have your own generator. I have my own generator.
Right. Right.
And you have to power up your generator so that when you get to the collective, you know, they weren't even paying attention to like what Jesus said when everybody was like, oh, Jesus, yeah. And he was like, oh no, back it up. Greater is in you than is in me, than is in the world. And, you know, where 1 and 2 and 3 of you are gathered, there I am also. Source is there.
Right.
So we don't need, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine if enough of us tap in. oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, well, yep, definitely.